Well, it's the final day of the Marseille Trophy. Thanks for joining us on Audi MedCup TV. A couple of the guys from Container and Iberdrola join us in the studio this evening to have a chat about the week in racing, which ended rather disappointingly today when the Mistral blew through. We were getting about 30 knots plus this afternoon, so there was a lot of waiting around in the village going on today. Disappointingly, at about 2:30 we ran out of time and racing was abandoned, but that was probably good. Well, it was good news for the teams that were on top of the leaderboard. Before we take a look back at the weekend racing though, we're going to take you through a new Audi MedCup concept which gets a local team on board.
This year the Audi MedCup has brought the Soto 40 class to Europe. The boats are fast, strong, easy to manage and equal in every respect. The objective is to promote this one design class to as many new crews as possible along the course of the season. To achieve this, the Audi MedCup has introduced a clever plan to maximise the opportunities for new crews to try the boat by having a local team race one of the boats at each event.
The boat is called 22, and in this case it's called 22 Marseille, because the idea behind this boat is also giving an opportunity to the different local teams to join the Audi MedCup circuit.
In Cascais, it was the Portuguese sailing team that took control. This time it was a French crew. The experience was rewarding, fun and addictive. It's been a really short week on board, but I'm totally hooked. It's great. I've been sailing Corel 45, Far 40, Mum 30. They're all in the same league. But this is a great example of how this kind of racing boat has evolved. The 22 project is one way to attract the attention of potential new competitors that may then decide to compete full-time in future Audi MedCup seasons.
Well, Agustin Filueta from Iberdrola, what do you think of the local concept? I mean, you guys have been racing against 22 from Marseille, and then we had the Portuguese team in Cascais. What do you make of this concept?
Well, it's been a very good idea from the circuit. I think they did very well. In Portugal, the team was leading by an Olympic team, and here in Marseille they sailed very well and they were a very competitive team.
Okay, well 22 did have a lot of fun this week and they had a couple of wins as well, maybe just one win. But there was only one team that reigned supreme and that was Iberdrola. Here are the highlights from the week of Soto 40 racing.
The new Soto 40 class had made its European debut in Cascais 1 month ago, and it continued to spread its charm across another group of sailors and racing fans when it came to Marseille. One of the plans of the Audi MedCup organisers with this exciting new one design class was to introduce the boat to a local crew at each event by making a boat available. A strong team from Marseille led by Alain Fedancieux and Nicolas Béranger got their hands on the Smart U1 design just 2 days before the regatta started, and they promptly went out and won the first race. And following the second race, they were still at the top of the leaderboard, although now sharing it with the Spanish yacht Iberdrola. Another newcomer to the Audi MedCup circuit, but certainly not newcomers to the Soto 40 class, was the Latin American squad sailing Patagonia Negra. Whether they were jet-lagged or just in awe of the European scene was difficult to tell, but their first result was not their best. As the week progressed, they found their form and rounded out the Marseille Trophy with 2 wins and a third to take second place overall. But it was the Spanish Iberdrola team that managed the most consistent regatta, winning 3 races and never finishing worse than third. This was more than enough to take the top step on the podium.
This is the leaderboard for the Marseille Trophy. Iberdrola team winning the Marseille Trophy from Patagonia by Negra. They're the team from South America, followed up by Noticia, and 22 from Marseille and Ngoni in 5th place. And this is how the leaderboard is looking for the whole circuit. Iberdrola team way out ahead there with 27 points. Patagonia in 2nd place. Now, Agustin, congratulations first of all on what's been another fantastic regatta for you. 2 regatta wins in a row. You must be loving this boat.
Yeah, well, it has been a very good start for us. The circuit is being good for our team. We did a very good job in Portugal, and also here in Marseille. I'm very happy with the crew. I'm very happy with boat, and we we just have to keep with the same results on the next regatta to win the circuit, which is our principal target.
Tell us a little bit about the Soto 40s, because they're so popular in South America, aren't they?
Yeah, they are so popular in South America. One of the important things for this regatta is that one of the teams, the best team of South America, Negra by Patagonia, was coming here. So for us, was one of the targets, one of the objectives to win them and to beat them. Okay, it was possible. We sailed very good. I have to say that the team was very concentrated at the top of the level, and I think the Soto 40 class is being better and better, and probably next year we'll have 10 boats and very good circuit.
A fantastic week of racing in the Soto 40s. Here are all the highlights from the TP52s as well, which was taken out today, well yesterday in fact, because we had no racing today, by the Container team.
The first few races of the Marseille Trophy were sailed in light and shifty winds from the southeast in the Rad Sud. The first two races set the tone. It was going to be the most consistent boat that would win. The first winner was Audi Azura, but they followed that up with a last place in the next race. Somewhere in the middle would be the boat that would be the overnight leader, and it was Quantum. The runner-up in Cascais, the German Container, had 4 really poor results in a row, making their position as the best of the rest after the first event looked really tenuous. The forecast for the weekend was for strong breezes, with the famous Marseille Mistral potentially threatening racing on the last day. The Audi MedCup race committee wisely opted to get 3 races in on the Thursday to get ahead of the programme. The conditions were such that ultimately 6 different boats from a fleet of 8 would win races in Marseille, and it was the most valuable win of all collected on the bonus points coastal race that finally propelled the continuously improving Container right up to the top of the rankings. The regatta came to an early conclusion after this race, as the much anticipated fresh Mistral wind put paid to the last scheduled race on Sunday, meaning the Container had won the Marseille Trophy.
What a week for Container. That win yesterday, bumping them up to first on the leaderboard ahead of Quantum Racing, who had led that Marseille Trophy leaderboard all week. So here's how the season trophy is looking. The leaderboard, Quantum Racing on top, with Container just in behind. Well, Hartwell, a fantastic week for you guys. I mean, you didn't win a race until yesterday, but it's that consistency right through the week that really won the week for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it was a very interesting week for our team. You know, we didn't, as you heard in the broadcast, we didn't come out so well, and we had a rough first day and even a rougher second day, and we kind of regrouped, took a look at our performance, kind of scrutinized what we could try to do differently, and we came out and lived by our motto, and that is that, you know, every day's new. You take one race at a time, and you just keep trying to pick at it and try to get that next boat in front of you. And that third day, having a score line of a second, third, and a second really kind of motivated us and brought us back into the regatta.
I think what strikes me about your team, and a lot of teams out there, is the camaraderie, actually. I mean, you guys seem to be a really tight-knit group. Marcus Visa, the helmsman, actually personally chose each member of the team to be there, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and it's an important dynamic of our team that we all get along and that we're all here because we're passionate about sailing, and we're also very passionate about our owner, Udo Schuetz, who has been a mainstay in global sailing and specifically in sailing in Europe, and we all want to try to perform well for Udo.
You only got on this boat a week before competing in Cascais. How cool was it up there today? Did you think you were going to be there? Like when you first got on the boat, did you think we could have actually won that second regatta?
Well, we didn't. To be honest, I really didn't think about it. I mean, we were trying, and we still are. We're trying to build a team. We're trying to make a boat that performs better. And you know, obviously, if we do that well, we hope that we can come out towards the top. So we didn't have, you know, we don't have too many expectations. We just want to do the best we can and keep improving as a team.
Well, the heat really comes on now because we're a regatta apiece with Quantum Racing and Container. We'll see what happens in Cagliari, which is the next event starting on July the 19th. That's it for the Marseille Trophy though. Thanks for joining us this week. I hope you've enjoyed the racing as much as we have. We'll see you in Cagliari in July.